Therapists. So today I will be creating a surprise design, but well, I know it's already in the title, but this will be my most ambitious design, and probably I think the first in the terrestrial area, or first in the terrarium area, because I've already seen it ginawa. I'm done in the aquascaping, so we will try and mimic the one for terrarium. So hopefully I can give justice to this one. So I'm really, I don't know, I'm sort of overwhelmed, but let's really hope that I can give justice to design. Okay, so bear with me kung I may not be perfect, but hopefully I can do it. Okay, so this is the surface area of the fish tank, and that I will be using here at my site, and I will try to create the base, so I can cut it out and put it inside, and we will see if it will look good. It will look good in the terrarium, so I hopefully it will look good in the terrarium. Okay, so this is trial and error. Alright, so we will be continuing the surprise design. So this is the frame for the design, and I have completed the frame. So I also cleaned the glass. I will be putting on now the base, the false bottom. So I will remove first the frames. Basically at this point you already have an idea of the design I will be creating, but because of course I think it's a title then, so I've cleaned the glass, but I will do it again later on. So first I will put on the false bottom now. Just enough to cover the base. So it's important na it is balance and level well, or else hindi magiging pantay yung surface area. But I think that's okay. Next would be the charcoal. if you don't want to untidy your hands, you can use forceps or gloves. But ako, I would rather, I feel it would be better if you use your hands so you can feel the texture, how to balance yung area. Good thing I've prepared ahead of time and bought a lot, or else so it's important that the entire surface area will be covered because we will be using a lot of substrate for the layers, so it will be better pag well covered. Para we can keep the enclosure clean at the same time, no spaces for mistakes. So you can really see na well covered pag if you don't see any areas with sand anymore. So ang kailangan ko na lang would be the sides. How to make sure it's well covered. The next layer will be the substrate. See, I told you I'll get my hands dirty. The substrate that I will be using is loam. This is already pre-mixed. So the components of this loam include garden soil, pure vermicast, fertilizer, cocoa peat, and loams are ideal for veggies, ornamental plants, fruit trees, home garden, indoor plants, and the likes, and also used for landscaping. So my next problem would be how to remove this from here later. It's gonna be heavy, and this is my workstation, so well, good luck to me. Alright, so I think this is already well covered, and it's time to put on the base. So this is the first look for the first layer. Let's try to add more. And I'm sorry for trying to do this perfectly. This is the first time I ever attempt this one, so I hope I can give justice to the design, because after all, I'm not an architect or engineer or whatever, so this is my best interpretation probably of our famous landmark. So I hope you bear with me. So, since you are seeing that I'm creating this is my attempt to interpret the famous Banaue Rice Terraces. I chose the Banaue Rice Terraces because it's majestic and it's our pride, the pride of our country. So yun, one of the engineering wonders, or I don't know kung tama yung terminology ko for using such, but I believe it's one of the wonders of the ancient world. I don't know if it's also a UNESCO World Heritage something, but it's really fascinating how our ancestors were able to build such wonderful structure. So I really hope na maganda yung result of this one. So I might even use all of my resources here, my loam. This is my first try, so if things go well, I can improve on the next one. If you can help me create a better one the next time, just feel free to put on your comments in the comment section, or if you want to collaborate with me on the design, I'll be happy and glad to accommodate you, because I'm also new to this one. So yeah, any form of feedback is highly appreciated. Or yan, plastic. Okay. As much as possible when creating my terrariums, I make it a point that we only use recyclable materials. So I'm very big on that. Or if not, you should recycle your materials, because that's the point of creating your own rainforest, to recreate the forest in the city, and then also to conserve the current one, right? So I'm supposed to film this in different angles, but I only have one phone that I use in taking videos, so I hope you can bear with me para on this one. By the way, this tank was bought from was customized for me by my good friend Paul and Christine Duran. So if you are interested in having your own customized fish tank, you can reach out to them. I will put it on the description box if you also are interested. Hindi na siya kasha. I'll have to adjust a little bit inside para magkasya. While making this mesh, sugat-sugat na yung kamay ko. So, but I have to do justice to our rice terraces. So, okay lang. Because creating terrariums is fun. For this one, di na ako naglagay para ng extra layer kasi mataas naman yung space nila in between. So, think this is enough. Okay, plastic. This is wet wipes. So be careful with using the wet wipes. Kasi as far as I know, they don't decompose. Or if you're using them, be responsible naman in disposing it properly. Because we have to be very responsible with our garbage as well. Because it would be ironic, you know, you are recreating nature in the city and yet we are also part of the problem for garbage disposal. So we should start with ourselves. Ang free lesson. So another one, hindi na naman siya magkakasya. So we will have to improvise. But it's okay. Kasi adjustable nga tong mesh. So it's alright. The design doesn't have to be perfect because you're trying to mimic nature and how the terraces was made, so it's okay. Hindi siya perfect. And then the last layer. From this point of view, makikita mo na yung terraces, but this is just structures. So, ano maganda. Funny. So, naubos ko yung loam. Isang sako ng loam. Or 10 kilos of loam. So, it's hanging sa part nito. Drops of soil. Pwede siya mag-collapse. That's the last thing. I should elevate. By the way, if you have suggestions on the design that I can create for future times, for the future, don't hesitate to put it in the comment section. I will try my best to interpret and create the structure based on your suggestions, or if you know, because I'm not an engineer, so if you'd like to collaborate with me, help me build my projects, I'll be very much happy and more than willing to, you know, have you join me. Wala akong stopper here, so I really hope hindi mag-collapse. It's way too high. Ilagay ko is way too high. And wala na akong pang support sa part. Too high and too scary. Alright, so the base is good. Wow. We're done with the base structure. So this is how the terraces would look like. I will be using HC Cuba for the moss. So I pre-ordered the HC Cuba moss ahead of time. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to take care of everything. So I'm only left with 2 tabs. But actually I bought 5. So 5 na lang naiwan. I mean, sorry, 2 na lang naiwan. Let's try it first. Normally I wash the Cuba, but this time, since buo-buo naman na yung substrate, ano ko na lang, remove ko na lang manually. Got a very clean root. Let's try it here. Could have opted for anything like hypnum or sphagnum, but we can try this out. If things even go well, siguro palitan ko na lang. But for now, I really hope there's no need for me to do that. It's really important na malagyan in between layer ng parts. So at first, this might not look very beautiful, but sword grass or dwarf hair grass. Sword grass. Ano man to? So, I'll put it somewhere here. So here, I'm spreading it thinly para may magamit pa tayo sa ibang areas. So, they're gonna grow anyway, so okay lang yun. Thank you, baka sa lahat of this. Probably soil sa area na yan. So, not now. I want first the most to grow plants. I don't think I have enough. It can cover the entire thing. So, I still use that. They'll still grow. Because this area is also my workstation. So, I have a lot of cleaning up to do after this one. So, it's important na well-watered yung Cuba natin because technically this is, sabi ko nga, more of an aquatic plant. So, I'm watering them well by spraying. Ayoko i-water talaga yung diretso kasi baka masira yung soil part, substrate part. So, yeah. It's important that this is well very moist. So I think we're done.